So the OnePlus 10 Pro has just been officially announced over in China, even though we're just a week into 2022, and frankly that New Year's hangover still feels brutally fresh. I only just regained the power of sight on Monday. However, while the OnePlus 10 Pro is now officially a thing, there's still bugger all word around a UK or a US release date, and those internet rumours have it more around the sort of March 2022 area for a global launch, which would be more in keeping with OnePlus's usual timetable, but come on OnePlus, please don't blue ball us this way. But anyway, at least with the Chinese announcement, we now know lots more about OnePlus's big new flagship blower. So here's everything we now know about the OnePlus 10 Pro, plus a bit of fill-in-the-blanks action for some of those remaining gaps. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! So first up, the design. And while the materials themselves have not been officially confirmed, the phone does appear to be constructed from matte glass around back, with a curved display up front, quite similar to last year's handset. Apparently, the OnePlus 10 Pro will be 8.55mm thick, so slightly skinnier than the OnePlus 9 Pro from last year, which is already fairly svelte. Definitely good sort of dimensions for a 6.7-incher. Now, the OnePlus 10 Pro will come rocking an LTPO AMOLED display, and while OnePlus didn't confirm the screen size or resolution, those internet rumours do strongly point to a 6.7-inch Quad HD panel, which sounds perfectly legit. And apparently the colour reproduction and the contrast could be even more improved over the excellent OnePlus 9 Pro panel. OnePlus has confirmed that the refresh rate on that OnePlus 10 Pro display will top off at 120Hz, not a massive shocker, so you can expect a buttery smooth performance when you're flicking around the various menus and desktops and of course in your supported apps. And apparently that refresh rate will also drop possibly into the single digits as well, just to help save on the battery power when you don't need that fast refresh. Media fans will also once again be treated to a stereo speaker setup, hopefully pumping out some powerful output. And no, unfortunately there is no headphone jack action here as expected, but you do get Bluetooth 5.2, and that's normally nice and reliable here on the OnePlus smartphones. As for the performance, well, that comes courtesy of Qualcomm's Billy Big Bollocks Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset, which was announced just last month in good old Hawaii. Now this will be one of the most powerful mobile SoCs in 2022. It's already been confirmed to be used in the likes of Xiaomi and Realme's upcoming flagship smartphones as well. And that'll be backed by a nice and nippy bit of DDR5 RAM as well. And while OnePlus didn't specifically mention how much memory would be stashed inside of the OnePlus 10 Pro, you can expect a minimum of 8 gigs, possibly rising to 12 or 16 gigs on the top end models. If you happen to have missed all of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 news, well, this promises nipple-tweakingly impressive performance. It's a 4nm platform that, according to Qualcomm, is 20% more powerful than the Snapdragon 888 from last year and 30% more power efficient, helped along by that much smaller size. Likewise, the GPU is apparently 30% more capable while being 25% more power efficient. And this supports real-time 10-bit HDR graphics rendering for a desktop-style gaming experience, with the ability to once again update the GPU drivers as time goes on. And you've also got twice the tensor accelerator performance for your neural net shenanigans with the 7th gen AI engine. Very fancy pants stuff indeed. When it comes to the battery tech, well, the OnePlus 10 Pro will apparently sport a 5000 mAh capacity battery now, which is a big step up from the 4500 of the OnePlus 9 Pro. With that big old battery, you can expect all-day battery life from the OnePlus 10 Pro, especially if that Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 turns out to be as energy efficient as promised. You've also got support for 80-watt Super VOOC charging, which will power you up from empty to full in under half an hour. Now that's particularly interesting because it means that OnePlus is ditching its own much-loved Warp Charge tech in favour of its sister company Oppo's Super VOOC instead. And apparently the OnePlus 10 Pro will also support 50-watt Air VOOC charging, so that's wireless charging, very, very nippy indeed for a cable-free solution, and there will be reverse wireless charging on there too. Now when it comes to the camera tech, OnePlus is once again collaborating with Hasselblad, and as they've had over a year now to forge this relationship, we should see a more significant impact on the optics compared with the OnePlus 9 series. Certainly on paper, the OnePlus 10 Pro camera tech does sound very familiar indeed. Like last year's OnePlus 9 Pro, you've got a 48 megapixel primary camera sensor and a 50 megapixel ultra-wide angle shooter, both coming with optical image stabilization, as well as a third 8 megapixel telephoto lens. So basically really bloody similar to the OnePlus 9 Pro, though at least it sounds like OnePlus has ditched that pointless 2 megapixel monochrome lens. And yeah, while the megapixel count and all that may not have changed, the actual camera sensor itself almost certainly has done. It'll be really interesting to see what software improvements we've got introduced in the OnePlus 10 Pro as well. Of course, I do get on fine with the OnePlus 9 Pro's camera tech, but it's not quite perfect for shooting shots of the fam or slightly mental pets when the conditions are less than perfect. You can check out more on that on my in-depth OnePlus 9 Pro long-term review, which should be going live in the next few days. And around the front of the OnePlus 10 Pro, you've got a 32 megapixel selfie cam, which is double the megapixels of the previous generation. And yeah, that's just what I needed now that I'm hitting my 40s and those wrinkles and sags and bags are getting even more pronounced. Definitely more detail whenever I shoot snaps of my mug. And the OnePlus 10 Pro will come rocking the OxygenOS 12 launcher running on top of Android 12, but OnePlus has already confirmed that the launcher will now share features and design language with the ColorOS launcher used by Oppo phones. And so it will be very interesting indeed to see exactly what has changed in terms of the actual design language, the UI itself, and what features we get packed in there. But of course, that's something we're going to have to wait to see until we finally get our mitts on the OnePlus 10 Pro, which, as I say, probably won't be happening until sort of springtime 2022, sadly. So that right there in a nutshell is everything we now know about the OnePlus 10 Pro now that it's officially been revealed over in China. So hopefully I have more news for you guys soon. And of course, stay tuned for all the hot CES 2022 news and launches and everything that's coming out of Vegas right now. Should be a few hands-ons and other bits going live this week. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do subscribe, ding that notifications bell, and have yourselves a bloody lovely rest of the week. Cheers everyone, love you.